Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. This is LoveBabz, LoveTalk. Our radio feed is having problems. So if you're hearing me, it's because you are on social media. You're hearing me on Facebook. You're not hearing us driving in your car or Dubai. Or where else we big at, Harry? We big in Dubai. So the people in Dubai, if you're listening, you gotta be listening on Facebook because our radio feed is janky this morning. So I'm doing this. So we're here. We listen. The show goes on, and it's cold. So good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And I posted up on social media that people couldn't hear us on the radio because our feed is down, and uh, and Harry and I are in two different parts of the state. So I don't know how you're gonna fix it. You're gonna depend on somebody in the office to go and flip the switch. I don't know. It'll work out. So my son is off to Maine. Um, my youngest son, Khalil, is in the Job Corps program in Maine. And when COVID hit, they all had to leave. So he came here. And he's been here since, I don't know, March, since COVID started. And then he was here for a while. And then it was necessary for him to find another place to stay while he was here. And so his sister, Brianna, found him a place where he could um, rent a room with some friends of hers. And so he did that since the summer. So anyway, I took him to the train station this morning because it was time for him to go back because they are opening back up to resume their 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 programming at Job Corps in Maine. And it's snowing up there. It snowed. So anyway, I had to take him to the train because he has to take the train to Newark. So he's getting on the Amtrak. He's gonna take the train to Newark, and then from Newark, he's gonna fly to Maine. And this is his first time on a flight. All good. Uh, he's not by himself. He's with other people, like other students. So I feel pretty good about that he'll be able to travel with other students. So if they get lost, they'll be lost together. Well, I don't think he'll get lost. Like he's got all the paperwork, but he wanted to get to the train early so that he could have time to ease into it, which is good. So I dropped him off. But the train doesn't come until about 10:45. So he's gonna be at the train station for a long time. But he's happy with that because he wants to prepare himself. So I'm good with that. Listen, as long as I don't gotta sit there. I told him, I was like, listen, I gotta get back, I gotta go to work. So I dropped him off. I mean, he's big, he's 19, he'll be 20. He can figure these things out. He's a thinking person. And so I told him to just like check in at every, checkpoint, make some checkpoints and let us know, um, you know, how the trip is going. You know, uh, let me know when you get on the train. Let me know when you get to Newark. Let me, when you get on the flight, that kind of thing. Let me know when you arrive in Maine. It's that kind of thing. Um, and it should be good. So forgive me. You know what it is? I'm cold. I'm not sleepy. I'm a little chilled. It's chilly outside. Um, it's chilly. It's not. I don't think it's terribly cold. It's chilly, and it doesn't help that I have like hips that are achy. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little achy. So that's where we are. I was trying to think about what I wanted to talk about today. I'm a little pandemic worn thin. I saw one of my neighbors for the first time in a very long time. I was like, hey, I haven't seen you in ages. Like, yeah, I've been trying to stay in the house. So good for him. Um, because he's a man, he's a gentleman of a certain age, and I know he's trying to feel like that he doesn't want to catch COVID. So um, happy birthday to Carrie Ellington's mom, Solace Rise Moon. Today's her birthday. I'm very happy about that. She's a lovely lady. And if we could get around, I would see her I definitely would see her at concerts, live music venues. Um, that's how I know her, because I would see her in places, particularly Cafe Nine. I would see her at Cafe Nine a couple of times. So so yeah. So it's her birthday. So happy birthday. I hear music. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, I have a thing for jazz. Okay. That was a lovely little jazz holiday interlude. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that the radio's back on. I don't know. But it was lovely. It put me in the right sort of mood. I'm telling you, very pretty. I love Christmas music, and I love jazz, and I love jazz Christmas music. So there we have it. Um, so when I was on my way back home from dropping my son at the train station, I was listening to a radio station out of Long Island, and they play Christmas music all day. And they're a live radio station. They do. I think it's WALK. Are we back on the air? Or what are we doing, Harry?
We're back on. What happened there? Did you drop off air also?
I don't know. I just heard the music playing, so I stopped talking.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I got the machine back up. So, you know,
Okay. Well, I heard the Christmas jazz music come on, so I just let that play. If I have to choose between me talking and jazz, I'm gonna choose jazz every time.
Well, the only thing is that the audience wasn't hearing it, so all they got, I mean, on the Facebook side, all they got was silence. They didn't get the music.
Oh, all
So
right. Sorry. Well, okay. So anyway,
because
Harry.
the radio machine was muted. Yeah.
Okay. So I took my son to the train station this morning, um, because he's got to go back to Maine for Job Corps, and that's what I was talking about before, when I was just going. Um, so I had to drop him at the train so he could take Amtrak to Newark to fly from Newark to Maine.
So Maine
However
is
way that was. Huh?
Maine is open.
Well, Job Corps is open finally. He's been here since March, so um,
That's interesting. As the country starts a major shutdown.
I know. Well, maybe they can contain. Maybe they want to just shut down in place because they've lost so much time. They don't want to lose any more time. I mean, they're on a military installation base, a military base, or it used to be a military base. So I think they can shutter in place well. But what I was talking about was, um, on my way back, I was listening to the radio station. There's this radio station out of Long Island, Harry, that plays Christmas music for the holidays all day. They talk like we talk, but they just play Christmas music. So the conversation this morning was what the lady was talking about. One of the jockeys was talking about her husband, who made this statement about he's too old to do certain things. So when she said what it was, it just cracked me up. And so the conversation became, what are you too old to do? Well, he's 40, Harry. Her husband is 40. And he is saying, so she played the conversation with him. So the acai bowls, those acai bowls, the bowls with the yogurt and the fruit and how you buy those bowls now, Harry? Well, he's saying he's too old for that. He's like, he's too old to try new food that he can't pronounce. So she was like, come on, you're 40 years old. What do you mean you're too old to try food you can't pronounce? It's just yogurt and fruit and avocados and stuff in a bowl. So her partner, her radio partner, was like, yeah, I get it. There are some things he's just too old for. And I started thinking when I come on this morning, I thought we'd talk about what we're too old to do. So she said, when she turned 40, she did shots for her birthday. And she said it took her 3 days to recover. She said, I had no idea you're going to have a hangover for 3 days. So that immediately got me thinking about, what am I too old to do? So the other radio guy, her sidekick, their team, he said he's too old to get on them hoverboards. He's like, I watch them on YouTube. They always end badly. He's like, those things are really for kids. He's like, when I see adults on these things, it always ends badly. They always fall and hurt themselves.
Yeah, that's too old for that.
So I started thinking about, hey, what am I too old? Because at first I was annoyed. I was like, I'm not too old to do anything. And then I realized, yes, I am. 57. There are some things, Harry, I'm too old for. Hoverboard is one of them.
I'm getting close to being too old to fall down with nobody around. Yeah.
Me too, Harry.
Need that life alert. I'm falling and I can't get up.
I saw one, and they make them like fine jewelry now, Harry, so you don't feel embarrassed to have like a big white cord hanging around your neck. You can get a nice pendant or something. But
And really,
that's real.
you do need it around your neck, right? Because a lot of people go, "Well, I got my cell phone," but when
Yeah.
you fall, it goes flying. Be on the ground falling
Or if
to
you
where
go falling,
you're.
Harry, your damn phone is on the table, right? Or somewhere or on the counter. It's never where you need it. And you're not going to be able to get up to get it. I mean, you might be able to go, "Hey Siri." And you know, Harry, I tried to call my phone. I tried to go, "Hey Siri." It's not working. Like it's not answering me. Like it's not, "Hey Siri." It's not
I,
answering me, Harry.
I think you have to set it up. Hey
It
Siri.
is set up, Harry.
Oh yeah, mine is working.
See, mine isn't working. I'm very bummed by that, Harry. So anyway, um,
Did
yeah.
you think Siri was doing a bad job one time?
Huh?
Siri's listen. Siri is listening. So if you ever curse Siri out or something, she's like,
No, I never do that. Oh, I have to set up emergency contacts in my health.
I tell
My
Alexa she's doing a horrible job all the time.
Oh gosh, Harry,
That's the reason I won't. Alexa,
this phone. The last time I set up my emergency thing was in 1987. This information is old. I gotta fix. I was 33 years old. I'm
but
like,
that.
okay. I was 292 pounds. I'm not even that now.
But wait,
So
wait. You said the last time you set up what?
the health app on my phone, the emergency SOS.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go in and fix that.
Have you set up your COVID alert?
No, I need to do that.
Yeah, there's a COVID alert now. So if you turn it on, it'll tell you if you've been around a COVID person.
Yeah, see, I have the Hey Siri stuff set up, Harry, but I don't know why it's not working. Do I have to press something? No, I should be able to say, "Hey Siri." No, it's not doing it. Sorry, I'm yelling at you. Sorry, Siri. I don't want to yell. So anyway, it got me thinking about stuff that I wouldn't do, like I'm too old to do.
Yvette Johnson says, "Good morning, Babs and Harry. I had a tattoo for the first time when I was having a midlife crisis in my 40s. No regrets. Love you both."
Okay, but would she do it again? Would she get another tattoo? I have one tattoo, Harry. I want another one. But you know what I found, Harry? I found a temporary tattoo uh uh company on Instagram. I might try that. I might buy that where I can have all the things I want and it'll
Nope.
last for a certain time, then it'll wash off and then I can put it back on.
Tattoos shouldn't be temporary.
Why? Who said that?
The earn, the ink.
Uh-uh. I got one tattoo, I'm done.
And Yvette Johnson says, yes, she would do it again.
Yeah, see, no, I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm not saying I won't do it. Listen, at 60, I might do it. I might get one. I don't know.
I have 18. So I should go for the round number, right? 20.
20? 18 is a round number, Harry.
No, no, no.
18 is a round number. What is wrong with you? Did you miss that class?
But I'm not rounding up to 20. I want a nice, I'm like, have you ever seen the show Monk?
Yeah.
I got to get to, it's 10, 20, 30. It has to be like that in 10. And then when I get to 20, like 30. No, but I do want to, I got a massive empty spot here. So I would,
Harry,
a
I got
nice
lots of
sleeve or
empty
something.
spots. No. Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. I don't know what else I would do. I know there's a lot of things. I have a whole hashtag, Harry, on my Facebook page. Hashtag ish Bab won't do. And by ish, I mean SHIT that I won't do. I'm not getting on roller coaster rides, Harry. I'm not getting on these these glass walkways across these mountains. I'm not mountain climbing. I'm not rock climbing. I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff.
Well, I would do the glass bridge thing, except you have to helicopter me up there. I ain't climbing.
What? How you gonna? What? How you gonna get down?
Helicopter too.
So you want them to
So
helicopter you
I'd
up,
walk the glass
drop you
bridge
on the
just to
glass
have the.
bridge for how long, Harry? A few minutes, and then helicopter you. You know how hard it'll be to get you off the heli? It's more dangerous to get you out of the helicopter than it would be to climb up. I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, but climbing up.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not
I would love to be
parasailing.
40 on that, by the way.
I'm not gliding. You see, I had this thing up, Harry. But these people were in these makeshift, in these extended sleeping bags across between two mountain things, up in the air. Have you seen that, Harry? Where they are sleeping up there over a valley or whatever it is. I'm not doing that either. I would wake up in the
You would do
middle of the
that?
night. No, I would wake up in the middle of the night, Harry, and forget where I was because I have to pee, and I would fall to my death. Harry, I would wake up, or they have a couple of them. They have a couple where you could be on the side of the mountain, suspended, Harry, in a sleeping bag, and they treat it like a little hotel kind of thing. And you could be on the side of the mountain in your sleeping bag. You got a light, you got all these things, you got food, you got all the things, and you just sleep on the side of the mountain in your sleeping bag, extended. So you could do that, or you could sleep across, like high wire kind of thing. No, I swear to you, I kid you not, Harry. I would wake up to go to the bathroom and I would plunge to my death. And if I didn't plunge to my death the first time, the second and third time I had to pee, I would die. I don't know how people do that. How do you not get up in the middle of the night on the side of a mountain? I get up, you know how many times I get up in the middle of the night in my house? Oh my God. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not doing that kind of daredevil stuff. I'm not climbing Mount Everest. I'm not climbing. I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff. I'm not going to Machu Picchu. I'm not doing that either. Because you have to climb that. No. What?
Babz, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Because I'm freezing up on my end and you're freezing up, and my internet keeps saying unstable.
I hear you.
So
You're not freezing.
So let me apologize to the audience if they're getting what I'm getting, because
well,
it
sorry.
sucks.
Well, I'm not freezing. I see your globe spinning in the background. That means we're global.
Over here, it keeps saying internet unstable, internet unstable.
I'm not saying. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh no, I'm not seeing any of that. You look fine. You're not pixelating or any of that. So I'm just going up. I'm just going on. My goal. I thought I was gonna make some oatmeal. I've been hankering for some good oatmeal, Harry. That's gonna make me some oatmeal. Maybe I'll make some after I get off air.
What I want is French toast.
Ooh. I don't have any bread for that.
But I don't make my own French toast, so.
Well, who makes it? You buy it?
Karen.
Oh, she at work.
Yeah, she's at work. Maybe she could take the day off to make me French toast.
Oh, you need to quit. Why don't you make your own French toast? You know how to make it. I'm sure if the girls want it, you'd make it.
So the lady yesterday that fell, so I guess Karen has a new friend because they were texting yesterday. But yeah, so she sprained her ankle and everything.
Oh, the lady.
Yeah.
Oh, how is she? So she
She
sprained her ankle. How's the baby?
she's in pain. The baby was fine. She said, her number one goal was to protect the baby. Once you leave your feet,
Yeah,
panic sets in, and it feels like your life is in slow motion while you're in the air.
yeah.
So, but she's fine. Um, I was wondering what Karen was doing, right? When she was over there, and it was Karen was taking pictures, like she's a photographer of the lady on the floor.
Karen's trying to get all the evidence. So if
Yeah,
that woman has a case,
yep. So Karen was over there. I'm like, pick her up. Karen was like, Karen went to pick her up, and then she said, "Wait a minute, you might need pictures." And she stepped back and started taking pictures.
good. Because who was the your condo association? This is their problem, right?
Right. I mean, well, like anything, right? If she sues the condo association, it goes against the condo's insurance, which eventually goes to everybody, right? So if our insurance rates go up, everybody pays.
Mm.
But hey, they're supposed to do their job.
Well, you gotta check. You have to check to see if there's ice, particularly y'all in Waterbury. You know how that y'all get down in Waterbury.
And it's not just the ice. Nothing in Waterbury is level. You're always walking sideways because it's mountains. So so you're never stable. Your steps are never stable because you're walking sideways. So, these are new people. And I saw my neighbor yesterday do a nice soft tap dance on the ice. you know, and I was like, I remember when I first came to Waterbury, I had to learn, and I learned by falling on my ass a couple of times.
Are
So
you suggesting that that's what they got to do?
yeah, so now they got to learn that you can't just walk out and go fast. You move fast and you ass.
Over.
And it's funny because I got everything on camera, so it's like the guy's doing a nice.
Now, do you share with him what you saw, or you just like act like no? Because they might be offended because they don't know what you're gonna do. You don't put it on Instagram or anything, do you?
I also got him falling, going down the mountain, and being fully covered in mud. So
I want to give them that as a Christmas present. Like just
so
clip all the all the video together and just send them a little zip thing and just like Merry Christmas.
when you're moving from New York, because winters in New York are nothing like winters in Connecticut.
Right.
So you don't get all the ice and everything that you get, especially in Waterbury. Waterbury's the twilight zone of weather. So you never know what you're walking out to. Like this morning, it was just raining ice.
Well, I was concerned this morning because I was like, I gotta go pick my son up and take him to the train. And so when my daughter came in from work, I was like, "What's it like outside?" She was like, "It's fine." So when I went outside, Harry, I was like, "Oh, I mean, it was nippy, but there was no ice or, I mean, I didn't have anything to be worried about." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, whenever I have to take a day off because of the conditions out there, and because the condo, so they take a long time. They don't start cleaning till like 9 in the morning. So anybody who has to leave before 9 in the morning
Oh,
is screwed. So whenever I would have to take a day off, Norman would go, "You're such a wuss. Look, there's nothing out here." Yeah, you live in New Haven, totally different place.
yeah, that is true. No, you are absolutely right. It is very, very different.
Yeah, it's crazy how just 25 miles over, there is a totally different weather zone. It's crazy.
And Waterbury is like a basin, right? Like it's just a catch-all for all the zany. Now that's real true, Harry. That's real true. Because when you watch the news, they'll tell you, well, this is what's happening in Waterbury. This is what's happening in other places.
Thing is, even the news isn't always accurate because he'll go 3 inches in Waterbury, and I'll go and I'll measure. I'm getting like 8 inches here. I don't know what he's talking about, 3 inches. But condo is like a whole, so it's like different. The weather pattern somehow, the wind, everything's different. So it's crazy. So I'd be like, 3 inches. I got 8. So I don't know what he's talking about.
All right, you need to call on the weather voodoo gods.
Yeah.
What are you eating? Are you still messing with them cashews?
I got good news. You can't see them, but my cashews.
Okay.
I got
Is your headache better?
Yeah. I got good news. Walmart has cashews to order online again.
So did you clear them out? Did you clean them out?
Well, I don't have to walk into the store to get them.
Okay.
So, but if you order for pickup, they don't have. Isn't that interesting, right? So if you order for pickup, they don't have, but if you go into the store, they have. But if you order for home delivery,
they'll go to get them.
They'll order, and you could order as many as you want. If you order for pickup, they limit you to 2. If you order for delivery, you could get as many as you want.
Really?
So I'm gonna pick up some things, and other things I'm just gonna have shipped to me.
Okay. And so do you have your Walmart stuff delivered?
No, they have Walmart Plus now, right? It's like a Amazon Prime membership where you get free deliveries and everything.
How much is that?
It's about the same as the Prime membership. It's like $119 for the year. So, but the thing is that they don't have it for my area.
Oh.
So the Waterbury Walmart, they consider me to be part of the Waterbury Walmart system, right? So Waterbury Walmart is like the ghetto Walmart. It's where you, like on the news, you'll see this brawl.
They're all ghetto Walmarts.
No, but there'll be brawls in the Waterbury Walmart without it being Black Friday. So they haven't brought it to the Waterbury Walmart, but the Naugatuck Walmart, which is where I do my shopping, I don't go to the Waterbury one. So the Naugatuck, they have it for people in Naugatuck, but not in Waterbury.
So are you trying to make a case for bias? Like what?
Definitely bias.
Okay.
They know, the Waterbury Walmart is kind of located in not the best area. So,
well, you know what I would suggest you do, because people are very responsive to their online presence. So if you find out their online presence and say whatever you want to say, they'll respond to you.
Yeah.
They're not going to respond to you if you just call and leave a message. But if you respond to them on social media, they will respond back to you quickly.
Yeah, the Waterbury Walmart isn't like a super Walmart. It's just a Walmart. Right? So the Naugatuck one is
I thought they all were super by now.
Nah, it's not the same. It's like, I don't know.
Our Walmart in Route 80 is it's like a super center kind of thing. The Walmart in Hamden, they have some groceries, like they have a grocery section, but they do not have the same grocery section in the way that the Route 80 Walmart does.
Yeah, the Waterbury Walmart doesn't have a bakery, doesn't have any of that.
Yeah.
So I really don't like going in there, because also it's just, I don't know if the workers just don't care. This stuff that's not organized and stuff. So I just don't like going to the Waterbury one, especially I don't want to have to walk through a brawl or something, you know. But the Naugatuck one is so it has so much more stuff than the Waterbury one. So I just
my beef with any Walmart, Harry, is that they don't open enough lines. That's my beef with them. They don't care if there's 1,000 people, they will have 2 registers open. And they've got 20 registers.
Yeah, I don't know.
They'll have 20 registers, 2 will be open, and then they'll have the nerve to have a line for the self-checkout. I hate that mess. And then they'll have 2 people monitoring self-checkout, when they really should be able to open in 2 more, 3 more, 5 more registers, so you can get people out. Nobody wants to spend all their time in line. That's my beef with them, Harry. Because you know what happens when you go to Target? They open up them lines, Harry. You ever notice that?
I don't really shop in Target.
I love Target.
I'm more of a bystander when I go into Target because it's Karen shopping. So I
go to one in North Haven. They got a grocery store connected to it.
I usually try to find a bench in the front of the store and sit there while Karen shops.
But you don't do that in Walmart?
No, not in Walmart.
Oh.
Walmart has so many, and I want to support, you know,
what?
The treatment of the good treatment of people in China.
I like Target. I love Target because they almost have a Nordstrom customer service vibe. Like Nordstrom's has a good customer service model. They don't care who you are, where you are. They will send somebody to open registers. They will help you no matter if they're walking by. Everybody has to be helpful. I love that. There's no standing in line waiting. I hate standing in line. I really do. Particularly when you don't have to. You got 20 bays. This is my beef with Walmart. They got 20 bays. And they'll have 2 working and then the self-checkout. And it'll be lines wrapped around the store, snaked around the store. Target, they see more than 5 or 6 people in the line, Harry. They on the wire. We need registers 5 through 80 open.
Well, another thing about Walmart, it's like the TSA, right? So they have this one person at the door and they're checking certain receipts, right? Certain people's receipts. So it's like, See, so I usually just walk up with my receipt. This way I don't ask me, and I walk through. But it's weird how they have somebody there. I thought you have the eye in the sky. You have security.
Well, I think people feel better when there's a person. But the person that they ever have doing security, Harry, that sits there like little old ladies, they're not going to chase you or any of that.
Right. What's the point? I mean, I understand on your way in, the greeters, but on your way out,
I don't know.
You're just harassing people.
I don't really pay it no mind about, I guess because I rarely shop in Walmart. Although I get my prescriptions from Walmart. And the only reason I get my prescriptions from Walmart, Harry, because when I didn't have health insurance before Obamacare, I had to pay out of pocket. And Walmart had the cheapest medication. Like they had the cheapest offering of medication that I needed. So it was better for me to just go to Walmart. But now that I have health insurance, I just never changed.
Better for you is debatable, right? Because you're getting medication made in mold infested caves in China. So I
have no knowledge of that, Harry.
That report.
That's for the dollar stores, Harry. I don't buy medication out of the dollar stores.
You think the pharmacist does something in Walmart? Nah. That's bottled stuff coming from China.
No, I refuse to believe that.
The pharmacist is just checking if there's too much more.
See, this is why I have to make the case for big government. I have to make the case for big government, Harry. I need people to oversee this kind of thing. We don't need smaller government. Smaller government means long lines and headaches. If we had people to overlook and make sure that these drugs are not slipping through to China, I need bigger government. I need more hands on things, more eyes on things. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you kidding? You know, most of the fentanyl comes from China. How does that
Harry, I don't use fentanyl.
get in, Babz? How does that get in from China?
I don't know.
I mean,
Harry, I'm not using fentanyl, Harry. How did Michael Jackson get it?
it's just insane. You know, I understand smuggling some things, but when the fentanyl in America comes from China, come on, man.
I don't know, Harry.
Joe Biden, come on, man.
I don't. Harry, your boy Dr. Fauci said it's gonna be a dark January.
Dark winter.
He didn't say winter. He just said dark January.
Dark winter.
A dark January. Harry, people.
You know, yesterday I was looking at a generator, but if you get the gas generator,
You have to have it outside, or you're gonna kill yourself.
outside, and you know, now you're opening up yourself up to somebody stealing your generator.
Harry, you know how hard it is to steal a generator?
You know, Babz, I've seen construction sites.
Oh yeah, all right.
Deliver boilers and everything, things that weigh a ton, and in the morning it's gone. So,
all right, Harry, I feel you.
So, and then the electric generators.
Can you have a generator in a condo complex?
Well,
you could.
but the electric ones, the solar panel and electric generators, they seem pretty cool, but then you have to stick your solar panels outside to, I guess, to charge them. So I'm thinking of going that way.
Oh, the solar panels?
Yeah, the solar panel generator. So I mean, you can still charge it from your car. You could charge it, but you could do solar panels if your car's dead. At least you got solar panels. So
where would you put it, on your deck?
No, the electric ones you could bring inside. There's no fuel.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, but you gotta let it charge up in order for it to. Okay.
You have to charge up, and like I said, if once the charge goes, you could do it with solar panels.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can recharge it with solar panels or with your car connector. You could do that too. But the initial charge, you're going to plug it into your wall and fully charge it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm going to put my Halo boat in my car today because it's fully charged. I haven't been out all weekend. So this is the bag that it all comes in.
See, that's a small one. Mine is like you remember those lunch pails?
Yeah, I know I have a big one like that too, Harry, which I don't like.
Yeah.
And the jumper cables are connected and they're too short. The Halo is like compact. I'm like, and the jumper cables are small. Like my jumper cables are in here.
Yeah.
Like my little cables are right in here. I'm like, see, look. I tell you, when I went to start my car this morning, it was like feeling like I had to run back in and get my Halo, but it turned over. But I was like, all right, now, don't start this, because it was like, So,
well, yeah. You know, your batteries, everybody's battery, if you don't have a fresh battery, every winter. Once it dips below 32, your battery goes, huh? In the beginning, you know? It's like, what?
Yeah. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Yes, yes. I don't want to see any snow, but I think we might get a little rain. Is that what they're saying? Calling for?
Well, rain for you means ice for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It really does.
So
It
yeah.
really does. Hey, Harry, LoveBabz, LoveTalk is good for another year.
Just 1 year? You got renewed for 1 year?
Got run. Well, listen, I'm gonna take what I can get, Harry. Listen, I'm grateful.
Oh, I asked Paul about the virtual Christmas party,
What'd he say?
and he said
It could be virtual Christmas / Hanukkah / Kwanzaa.
I'll do. That sounds great. I'll do whatever you, Babz, and Norma want to do.
All right, Harry, let's get a date. You want to do it?
So I guess we have to organize if we're gonna organize.
Yeah. I mean, everybody can just be at their house. We log in. We, for a good 45 minutes to an hour. Check in, sing some songs, catch up,
Drink coquito.
coquito. I need some vegan coquito. I need some non-alcoholic coquito. I know Harry's like, okay, Babz, that's just plain soy milk.
That's what I usually get.
What?
I'll get it whenever we do buy, we'll get alcohol, one with alcohol and one without, because I don't drink alcohol. So mine is just coconut juice.
Paul said he'll bring the bourbon at least. Paul's a bourbon guy. I'm a bourbon girl.
I'm a grape juice guy. So
you think I live in Kentucky, where as much as swill I would drink, but I don't. So yeah. No. All right, we'll listen. We got 2 weeks, Harry. So let's pick a day. Some evening.
Yeah, I gotta call Norma.
Yeah, call Norma. I missed her. I was downtown. I drove past the office today when I was downtown. I was like, oh, look at all that good ass parking. I was like, look at all that good ass parking I'm missing.
You know what? When I was down there, I saw the meter guy, they still
He's still down there? They still doing that?
I don't know if they just told him, you want to keep your job, walk around.
Go walk around. Go. You know what, Harry? I go sit in Claire's and drink all the hot chocolate all day.
Oh, I know. I would be in my car.
I'd be right in Claire's. I'd be right up Upper Chapel in Claire's drinking hot chocolate all day. Like, why? What are you doing? I'm monitoring the street.
That's it. I mean, you shouldn't be giving tickets, right?
I know.
Not this.
Yeah, you know what? That kind of thing ought to cease and desist. I know the city needs money, Harry, but you can't profit off of pain like that.
Well,
you can, but it's not a good look.
Unless they're gonna tell me I forgive your property taxes. Right? So unless they're gonna
no, they're not gonna.
I'll forgive your property taxes, then oh.
Why is CCM jumping in on my show?
It's possessed.
Okay, CCM.
The power of God compel you. The power of God compel you.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. I'm not going to hell, Harry. I mean, I'm already going to hell, but
what? Well,
I don't want to go to hell on that.
Babz.
What?
This is Harry Droz, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, New Haven.
Okay, I did that, but
I saw you. What?
You'll have good company.
Oh, the hell? Yeah. Because all the people I think going to heaven, Harry, all the people that think they're going to heaven, I don't want to be with those people. You ever notice the people that think they're going to heaven, the people you don't like? Harry, I would lose my mind. Listen, if I had to go to heaven with some of these people, that would be punishment. That would be my hell. Hell would be going to heaven with people I do not like, Harry.
For the people who send me to hell, I always point out in the Bible where it says Jesus came and told people, I do not know you because you didn't know me. So I doubt that everybody who thinks they're going is going, and the people, the humble people, the ones that inherit the earth like me, humble.
What? Harry, you better pull up a stool next to me.
That's what I'm saying. You'll have good company. At least you have a tech guy.
Harry, you can pull your stool up next to mine at the bar.
We'll make contact with people through seances. I'll figure out the technology.
I don't want to waste my time haunting people. I don't want to do that.
Oh,
I don't want to waste my time dealing with people like that. No.
No, I would take joy in it.
In what? Haunting people?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. It would get on my nerves. You know what I want, Harry? I want to be able to, through all eternity, to sit at a good bar and just enjoy good cocktails and good food and drink.
So what you're saying, there's going to be
sounds like heaven.
There's going to be a hell of a jazz club in hell.
Yes.
Where you get good food.
Yes, and good cocktails.
Good cocktails.
Yeah, every single night.
Okay.
Ooh, that's starting to sound like heaven to me. Harry, I am not ascribing to a universal heaven because there's so many people I don't like. I can't imagine going to heaven with some people. That would be hell for me, Harry. There's some people I just would not want to be in heaven with.
Well, and then the question, is everybody or every sin forgivable?
Yes.
Now, are you saying yes it is? Everybody and every sin can be forgiven?
I think every sin can be forgiven, Harry, but that doesn't mean you have to embrace it, right? Like I think God is the ultimate giver of forgiveness. But I'm not saying I'm a forgiver. No, I'm not.
Saying if you believe that God can forgive anyone.
I do. I believe God can forgive everyone, but I'm not God. I mean, I have a piece of God in me.
And forgive everything, then you might be sharing a meal with Hitler in heaven?
No, not me. No. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're going to heaven, Harry.
So he can't forgive everything.
Oh, no, you can forgive. But there's just something, you know what? Listen, I just think, just because you were forgiven don't mean you're going to heaven. I don't ascribe to that. I think heaven, I don't think there's a universal heaven or a universal hell. I think each one of those is of your own making. I think people get it twisted. I think heaven and hell is of your own making. Yep. And to each one is their unique creation, right? So I don't know what Hitler's hell would be. I guess having Last Supper with a bunch of Jews would be would be hell for Hitler. I would imagine, Well, yeah. I don't know.
So that's more like Buddhism.
Well, I do like karma. I believe karma knows everybody's address.
Well, your energy gets recycled to to the consequences of your actions. So your energy goes to its own hell, or or if you reincarnate, you reincarnate to what you oppose most, or
I don't know.
I don't know. So
I do like dreaming about this though. Like I like the idea of some kind of karmic justice. I do like that just because I like a good revenge story. I do believe in the power of forgiveness because I think some people need that. Um, um, and I do believe that some things can be forgiven for people, particularly if it makes a difference in how you go about your life. Some people need forgiveness. Um,
yeah, but forgiveness is more. It's not for the offender.
well,
It's
sometimes it can be for the offender, Harry, because people can be dragged so low that they need to hear somebody say, "You know what? I forgive you."
yeah, but all things can't be forgiven.
I don't make the rules, Harry. I don't. I just know in my everyday practical life, I have forgiven people a lot of things, but there are people that I'm never going to forgive. Do you see what
Right.
I'm saying? It's not a. It's not a. It's not a. It's not a catch-all. You know, it's on a as come needed. You know, as need as on a as need basis.
Like, I wouldn't say I forgive people. I forget people.
No, there's some things you forget. I forgive somebody for stepping on my feet, Harry, in a crowded bus.
Those are simple things, but the real things that really harm your soul, I don't forgive. I forget them. So um forgiveness is not me. Forgiving somebody is not going to heal me. So it's better that
No, I think for me, Harry, forgiveness is I forgive myself for what I was not able to do in those moments. That's forgiveness for me. So when people say, you know, you don't forgive for the other person, you forgive for yourself, that's how I take the forgiveness, that I forgive myself for what I am not able to do in those moments, you know, when I'm wounded or hurt or whatever I'm not able to do or come to grips with, I'm gonna forgive myself for not being able to act or react or whatever it is. I will forgive myself so that I'm not stayed hostage to the other person. That's it for me. I don't have to forgive the other person a damn thing. I think people get that wrong. I think people think if I forgive that person that that's how I let it go. No, you forgive yourself for whatever the feelings you harbor about that. You forgive yourself for whatever you weren't able to do in those moments. You forgive yourself for not able to sort of whatever it is you couldn't do. The forgiveness is there for you so that you won't be so that you are not held hostage to that act of whatever it was against you. That's where I think people get it wrong. They think that they have to forgive the other person. I don't think it's about the other person. I really think it's about yourself.
no that
I forgive myself for not being able to protect myself against my father. I don't have to forgive my father. I was a child. So I have to let that go. As I'm a grown up now, I can't go back in my mind and think if only I would have done this. I was a kid. So I have to forgive myself for beating myself up for being a kid. I was a kid. So I have to let that, I have to say, you know what, Babz, you did all that you knew to do when you were a child. You're a grown up now. So as a grown up, I can forgive myself in all the ways in which I wasn't able to protect myself. It wasn't on me to protect myself. And I have to forgive myself that. Like there was nothing I could have done as a child to protect myself. I did all that I know to do. So I have to take myself off the cross for that. I don't have to take my father off the cross. I don't even have to spend any time about that. I have to take myself off the cross. So I think that's what that means. I don't think it means I have to forgive him in order for me to move on. I'm not doing that. I would forgive myself, Harry, because I wasn't able to protect myself. And I don't mean like I should have been able to protect myself, I mean, I'm gonna forgive myself for trying to believe or think that there was some other thing I could have done to save myself, to protect myself. There was nothing. It wasn't on me to do that. It was for the adults to do that. I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. And so you're saying you're forgiving yourself for taking for blaming yourself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I could tell you, I forgive no one. Everybody just goes on my shit list.
my Santa, you ain't getting a damn thing list.
I don't I have issues with, because it would just be lip service. I know what's in my heart, and so for me I have these balloons, right, that are tethered to me, but I let them go and they fly way up in the sky where I can't see them no more. I forget them. So of course they're attached to me because they're my life, but I don't have to deal with them because I let those balloons fly way up in the sky where I no longer see them, feel them. So, but forgiveness, that's a joke.
Mm.
It's,
I understand. I mean, I get how people want to find some way to deal with a great deal of pain. I get it. But
yeah,
I'm not, and I mean, I think there are some instances where you can, like, I forgive my children for some things that they've done. Hopefully they'll forgive me for some things that I've done as a parent, because I didn't always get it right. And I hope that they forgive me for, some mistakes and some decisions I made on their behalf, that if I got a chance to do them again, I probably would do them differently. I mean, I think there's levels to this thing. I think there's levels to forgiveness. I can forgive somebody, Harry, for stepping on my feet in a crowded bus. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get up and beat this shit out of them? No.
well, yeah.
I was like, there was an accident. Oh, all right, I'm sorry. Okay, no worries. Forgiven. Go in peace.
Back in the days, if you stepped on my kicks.
Well, that's an ass beating, but at 57, Harry, what?
No, I know, but yeah, it's insane. Like, or you're taught to go, oh, well, the person did the best they could. Oh, like parenting. If my children wants to forgive me, they'll use that, that term of, oh, he did the best he can. But that's not true. I should have been better. So I wouldn't hold it against them if they hold something that I did, against them. They could hold it, Now, love heals, but you don't have to say to yourself, make excuses for me, because I make excuses for nobody. Saying, oh, they did the best they can. Not true, because I've worked very hard on Harry, and I did a lot of messed up stuff, and I should have been better from the beginning.
Yeah, but no one starts out better from the beginning. Life is a journey and a growth process. Maya Angelou says, as you learn to do better, um, um, you as you learn, you do better. You move forward, you do better. And I think there's some truth in that. I don't think we know. I don't think we. I mean, I don't think we come through knowing exactly what the right thing is to do in every moment. I think there are moments where we fail and we get it wrong, and we need forgiveness for that. I mean, I think that's fine. I think there's layers to forgiveness. I don't think there's one size fits all. I think it's on a as come basis. I think there are some forgivable things.
See, the thing is that I'm a conscious being, right? So I'm fully conscious. So I can't say that when I was being stupid, I didn't know I was being stupid. I knew I was being stupid when I was being stupid. I just had no self-control. So I can't say, well, as you grow, you learn. A lot of times I knew better. So just because
Yeah, but I think but I think at this in that moment, Harry, I think the forgiveness comes at your own expense, that you have to decide to forgive yourself for those bad decisions that you knew were bad decisions, but you still made them. I mean, you have to let yourself off the hook for that, because you're not, if you had to do those things again, you wouldn't do them.
right, I shouldn't have done them.
So you self for them. Forgive yourself for those bad mistakes. I knew what I was doing. I did them. Because
See,
you know, how long can you carry sackcloth and ashes? Like how long can you continue to wear that? You know, you have to put it down.
see, the thing is that that's the thing that I know I was conscious of a lot of these issues. So
But you've forgiven yourself because you are able to move on. It doesn't mean you forget. It just means that you don't lead with that anymore. Like that's not the center of everything you do now, right? Like that, those behaviors are not the center of how you live your life.
right, I'm gonna move on regardless. I just don't since I don't let myself off the hook, I have a problem letting other people off the hook.
You gotta let people off the hook sometimes. There's some things you have to let people off the, like when I got divorced, um I held a lot of anger and resentment and all of that. And then I realized that, you know, it really was very poisonous to me. It's like me drinking poison and hoping somebody else would die. And my feelings, I was wounded by it. And then and as we move through life, you realize I'm not wounded by that anymore. Like it's not the center. The loss of that marriage is not the center of my universe. I barely think about it now. I don't hold any malice or ill will toward my ex-husband. He's remarried to a lovely woman. I don't wish him any ill will, and I'm not mad at him for making a different choice in who he wanted to partner with. Um, I used to be many years ago, but I'm not now. I'm not mad at him now. Like that was damn near 15 years, 20, 15 years ago. You know, we've been divorced. So um I'm not mad at him. And uh he, there's nothing to forgive. He made a different choice. Hey, what about it I thought was kind of janky, but so what? It's done.
Yeah,
I don't hold that. I don't hold, and we have kids in common. So, you know, I moved on from that. We have to raise children. I mean, they're raised, but you know, we have to go about the business of raising children.
I
Uh,
mean, it's different when you do have to figure out a way, you know, to move on because you have kids, right? Um,
yeah, and that's that right there is very difficult.
that's a different type of you know, forgiveness.
That's what I mean. There's layers to this thing.
Necessity. But nah, I prefer not to deal with. Like I see, like if I run into somebody, if I run into somebody who's hurt me, especially when I was a child, and they suddenly are happy to see you, and oh my God, and I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Everything is not okay. So I'm able to just block people out. You know, so I always see that person as a hateful person. It doesn't matter if they go and, figure out the cure for cancer and save the world. I don't care.
Yeah, but the thing is, people, I mean, there's, as I said, there are layers to this thing, and people can change. Like people can change and grow and be different. People can. I mean, listen, there are people who are never gonna forgive me for committing a crime. There are people who are never gonna forgive me, Harry. Like they don't give a damn what I do. They always gonna think that I am trash. I've accepted that there are people out there who think that I am trash. Now, thank God, it's not the majority of people I know. I'm grateful that's not everybody. But there are people out there who will forever will be mad and displeased and upset and feel betrayed by me. No matter how much I apologize, no matter how I've tried to make it right, no matter. And I can't be held hostage to that. I have to let it go because they're not the center of my universe, and I can't stay stuck in that story of what I was in those days. So I have to move forward. And I am entitled to be happy. And I used to believe that I wasn't entitled to be happy. I used to believe that I shouldn't show up in public spaces and I should be, banished. I banished myself for a long time. I stayed out of the public eye. I stopped talking to people. I stopped doing things. I mean, I put myself in exile because I felt like that's what I should have done. Because I didn't feel worthy to be in polite company. Seriously. Now I've since grown from that because you see me everywhere now. I'm doing my thing. But I had to grow from that, and I had to do a lot of work to forgive myself through that. To forgive myself. I'm not that person. It was one moment in a big life. It was a slice of my life, a little slice of my life, that I made some bad choices. And how long do I have to be punished for them? Well, there are people out there, Harry, who think I was not punished harsh enough. But I can't do nothing about those people. They feel how they feel.
Yeah.
And I can't go and say, I think you're wrong. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let them stay right there with that. I'm over here doing this thing over here. So I feel that. I mean, I'm glad that there are people who decided to forgive me for that. To forgive me.
Totally get that, because I know I've caused harm in my life, and just like, I don't forgive or whatever with others. I fully get somebody looking at me and saying, you were horrible to me. I accept that. I accept that. And I had people, I've had honest conversations with people where they go, I knew you when you were an asshole for years. Asshole. And I go, yeah, I was.
Yeah. And that's where the healing is right there, Harry. In that moment when you say, yes, I was.
Yeah, I get it. I was.
You didn't try to convince them that you weren't, right?
Yeah, not gonna do that. I am who I am now, and I was who I was. It's just, sorry, but I don't do that to myself where I go, oh, woe is me, I was this, I was that. No, I accept everything in my life, and I go, sorry, hopefully you can move on. Moved. I'm so beyond that even your hurt feelings aren't gonna bother me. I'm so far removed from that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm a totally different person when it comes to that. That's why I say I remove those who have hurt me, and I not that I remove those who I've hurt, but I'm not going to carry that baggage either.
Mm.
So that's baggage that maybe you carry against me, but that's for you to figure out. I'm not going to figure anything out for you. I figured out stuff for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're saying the same things. I do. I think, because I think I mean, I can't be stuck in that story, right?
Yeah.
And no matter how much people want to drag me to that story, I refuse it. There's just there's no purpose for me there. I've served my time. I've tried to make amends as best I can. There are some things that I won't ever be able to repair.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I have to live with that. Like there's some aspects of that time that I won't ever be able to repair. And I've lost some people who I'll never gain their respect or trust back. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I used to be worried about that. It used to drive me, it used to make me crazy, but now it doesn't, because there's not a goddamn thing I can do. I mean, sorry. There's nothing I can do except live my life.
Yeah. I mean that you're right. You just got to move on. The only person that I'm constantly um trying to make sure that they know that old Harry's never coming back and all of this stuff. It's my wife, because my wife
Yeah.
went through a lot of my ignorance, and stuff with me. She stood around while I was going through all this stuff. So that's the only person that I'm always making sure that she knows
Yeah.
that this is safe, Harry.
Yeah.
And
And I
say,
think and I think that really is the foundation for true love.
yeah,
I do. I think or one of the foundations of true love, you know. Not to say that, cuz I listen, I don't want to be in struggle with anybody, Harry. So I don't want to have to go through somebody's darkness to be with them on the light side.
yeah, it's crazy.
but but to people like you and your wife that have done it, that's a testament. That is a testament to the power of love and redemption. That is, it really is. um Now, at this point in my life, I'm not willing to step into that box with anybody, um because I'm old now. i don't I don't got another 50 years. I don't got another 57 years, unless medical science does some magic. But yeah, no, that's a good testament to one of the foundations of true love, redemption and forgiveness. She forgave you for all of that, right? Had to. Otherwise she wouldn't be around,
Yeah.
you know.
And
So
by the way, you might be able to live forever.
why? Why? What are you reading, Harry? Is there some elixir I don't know about?
Elon Musk,
Oh my God. What is it with you and Elon Musk?
he's working on this Eurolink.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this at the last week, right? Or something.
Neuralink, not Eurolink.
Yes, it goes to everybody to Europe.
Neuralink, and they're on their way. They think they're gonna be able to make paralyzed people walk,
What is it with you and Elon Musk?
blind people see. That's amazing stuff.
Oh, now he's Jesus.
That's amazing stuff. And then the goal is to eventually, grab your consciousness and move it over to maybe a clone of yourself or drones.
Oh God. Well, if I'm
So
making a clone of myself, Harry, I'm definitely going to make a clone that looks like a hybrid between Halle Berry and Regina King. I'm just saying, with a little bit of Viola Davis throw in for good measure.
that I don't think that would be a clone of yourself.
Guess that would. And listen, yes, it would.
I mean, I definitely would be looking for an upgrade of Harry too, right? So,
I mean, if there's going to be a clone, Harry, I ought to be able to have what I want.
well, the would be your consciousness, right? You're just cloning your consciousness.
Yeah, my consciousness would be right, but the body would be something else.
Yeah, I mean,
And I don't get me wrong. I don't dislike my body. It's not that. But if I had the opportunity to change it without a whole lot of work, listen.
like right now, I like my car, but if I could upgrade what I'm driving. So
Harry, if I had the opportunity to make the girls go up higher and the tummy flatter and the bunka dunka in the back be a little smoother, what?
yeah.
I'm doing it, Harry. What? Don't
But,
hate me because I'm beautiful.
but I was watching an interview with Elon Musk, and his goal is to make it affordable to everybody. It's not just for the Neuralink that you put in your head. So they take out a chunk of skull right into your brain, and
Harry, you spend too much time with this.
they sew. It's like threads. These wires are like threads, and they sew it into your brain, and it starts opening up your brain.
And what will that do?
Well, initially they're doing it for health purposes. So they feel like they could actually make paraplegics walk again and all of that stuff. So right now it's health, but he said the capabilities are unlimited.
They're gonna make warriors. They're gonna make a mighty military.
Right. So imagine being able to access everything in your life, being able to instantaneously know a language, being able to instantaneously know the solution to a problem because you got formulas floating around in your head. So that's going to be, let's face it, Terminator is coming. There's going to be...
Harry, we got binge watch all our movies so we're prepared.
That's right.
Elon Musk is the new is gonna be the Skynet, right? He's gonna be Skynet.
Well, also, why you think he's prepping?
Him and Bill Gates.
Well, why do you think he's prepping Mars so that he could escape once he destroys the Earth? He's gonna be, let's get out of here.
We gotta figure out a way to get in those protocols, Harry. We gotta get in those studies. we gotta find a way to befriend Elon Musk. Are you friends with him on social media?
No, but I follow him. Any video that comes out of his on YouTube,
mm-hmm.
I like to watch because he is leading a lot of what's happening, in technology. So it's pretty insane what his
scary. Yeah, he's like the poster boy for party boy. I don't know, Harry. He makes me a little nervous.
It's scary, but he was the one who has been warning every society about artificial intelligence. So he's just trying to be, since nobody was stopping, he said, you can't beat them, join them.
Well, listen, as I watch these little robot vacuums sweep our house and cut your grass and all of that, that's the beginning. That is the beginning of Terminator. That's how it began. They tell you in the movie that's how it began.
That's right, because Terminator is a prophetic movie.
And then, and then, and then, Harry, you put all these little gadgets to watch our house. But what if our house gets pissed off and locks us out? Oh, we've seen that on an episode.
Well, remember in the movie I, Robot with Will Smith, those robots lock the people into their homes. They're like, you can't leave.
Yeah.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
Your nanny, your maid is a robot. Uh-oh.
Hey, you've seen those Kohler commercials, right? Harry Kohler, the faucet people. Remember, they had a commercial where they was having a party and the artificial intelligent people came to the party. Kohler, Kohler, the Kohler faucet people, and they had this commercial where they were having, and the folks invited the artificial intelligent family to come over, the mother, the wife, and the children, and they go in the bathroom and try to figure out the toilet situation, and he's connecting with the toilet because the toilet has artificial intelligence. It could open itself, flush itself, had lights, and they were like they in the bathroom all in awe, like that's their long lost cousin.
Oh my God.
But the fact that they had this artificial family come to the party says this is a way to prepare us for this kind of existence so that it won't be foreign to us. Listen, Harry, they already made these dolls that you can have sex with.
Yes. And people are saying they're hackable. You can get those dolls to kill someone.
Oh, so then they become like regular guys.
You could make them into assassins. Yeah, we're not headed in the right direction.
Oh, we're not. I don't know if I can have sex with an artificial intelligent thing, Harry. Because you're right. If it malfunctions, what happens? It's gonna kill me.
Babz, I'm telling you, people. I've read articles where people want to marry their sex doll. I've read articles where women are divorcing their husbands because their husband fell in love with their sex doll. So,
gosh,
we're definitely not headed in the right direction.
You know what? Marry the doll. Go. You need that for yourself. I wouldn't even be mad, Harry, if somebody. I was like, you know what? Okay, and I would figure out a way to get as far away from you as I possibly could. I wouldn't even argue that point. Like, I wouldn't even say, I think that's stupid. I'd be like, okay, draw off the papers. I will sign whatever you need me to sign. We will go our separate ways.
That's true.
Because there's no rationale with that.
Yeah, if a doll is what you need, bye.
I'm out. Deuces.
Yeah.
I don't know how do you argue that? I don't know. You can't argue that. I wouldn't even want to argue that.
See,
what would I say?
The thing is, I mean, it's just insane. In reading those articles, you realize that what some men are looking for are soulless people. So it's like an empty vessel.
Yes, they are. Something that'll lay there and do what it says and flatter them and cheer on their subpar performance.
It's like a soulless vessel. It's like, what are you doing?
That will never age, and you can turn off and turn on when you feel like it. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't want to relate to another human being at that level. I want to be able to turn on and turn off something.
Yeah.
And get my needs met without a whole lot of effort, without any effort.
Yeah, it's scary.
I want a servant.
It's scary, and it's scary that these things are allowed to go to market.
They are. They are. And they're not cheap either, Harry.
No, it's a huge business. They're thousands of dollars for these.
Although I would like to see one though. I would like to see one. I like to go and see where they're manufactured. Like I like to just see one up close. I'd be afraid. Like I would be afraid to go to sleep at night. Like I couldn't sleep with it. Like what do? You put it over there in the corner and let it charge back up? Like what do you plug his USB port in and go over there and get charged in?
Probably you got to put it on the charger.
I needed to learn how to fight though, so if somebody break in the house, they could go and like defend me. That would be useful.
Yeah, but then when it turns on you, it knows how to fight.
See, that's why you got to put in some kind of mechanism to deactivate it, right? Like you need some kind of button or a bucket of water, something that'll shut it all down quickly.
A bucket of water, you electrocute yourself in the process.
No, I stand far enough back on a rubber mat.
No,
on a grounded rubber mat and just short circuit it.
So you wouldn't do the Neuralink, Babz?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. Not unless I was like 80, but I doubt it.
I would love to, although I like certain parts of certain memories and stuff. I like them to remain dormant. I don't want to open up all of my mind to all of my memories. I have stuff packed in cellars that I don't want to open up in my memory, So that would be the only problem. Can I, in the process of opening up my whole brain, can I delete?
That's a movie too, Harry. Isn't that the lightness of being? Isn't that movie?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Comfortable lightness of being. Is that what it's called? He wants to erase he had a bad relationship and he wants to erase those memories.
That would be wonderful if you could, but erase the memory, but not erase the lesson. Right? So that would be the difficult part because you want to learn from everything.
Yeah, but you need a reference point to what you learning from. Like, I'm learning this lesson. Why am I learning this lesson? Like, what happened that's causing me the unbearable lightness of being? That's a movie, Harry. It was a novel first by Milan Kundera about two women, two men, and a dog and their lives in 1968 Prague, spring period of the Czechoslovak history. Yeah, that's a movie. I remember watching that. It's very interesting. You pull it up on. I bet you could probably get it on Netflix or one of these old places.
What is it?
The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
You see, I love Audible.
Yeah, you might want to.
It's an Audible. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, is it? I mean, I think it's a movie too, but it's definitely a book. You might want to read that. It's interesting.
Maybe I should take a shortcut and see the movie.
Oh, the book probably is better. But there is a movie with and I think it stars who was in this movie?
Milan Kundera.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Juliette Binoche, who I really like. Lena Olin. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I gotta send you your book, Babz.
I think maybe that's not the movie. I don't know. Maybe there's another movie I'm thinking of. I don't know. Oh yeah, my Obama book. Yeah. Oh, we have a guest tomorrow, Harry. I think I'm having
I saw him standing at the window of his flat and looking across the courtyard at the opposite walls, not knowing what to do. He had first met Teresa about 3 weeks earlier in a small...
Okay, I have to get used to that narrator.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's the film. I think that's the one. I could be wrong.
that's the hardest part about the audiobooks, the narrator, because it doesn't matter sometimes how good the book is.
Uh-huh.
Person reading it will mess it up.
All right.
Hardest
Well,
part.
I might have my movies mixed up, but I thought it was that, but
I'll check it out to see if that's it.
I don't know. But I know there's a movie like that where, but I don't think that's the. I think the title was similar, but I don't think that's the movie. I have to do some more digging because I think that movie has Jim Carrey in it.
Well, you're talking about
You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Where he has a bad breakup and
with
he's suicidal, and then he has his mind cleaned.
with Kate Winslet.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
But I think it has the same, almost similar titles. But yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I might want to watch that. No, I don't want anybody messing with my brain, Harry.
The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
All right, there we go. Wasn't too far off. Yeah, that's what you want to watch.
Yeah, I've seen that. That is a good movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Maybe
I
I
just know
should
a little. I know a little bit about it.
see if they got Audible. I got to get rid of my Audible credits.
Yeah. You get a book and you get a book and you get a book. You get a book and you get a book. That is too funny.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, that's the one where he gets his mind cleaned, right?
Yeah.
Removes her from his mind.
He
I don't
starts.
want that either. Yeah, see, I don't want nobody fooling with my brain, Harry.
Oh no, it's not a book. All right.
Oh, but it's a movie, right?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
And Jim Carrey is really good in these movies.
Yes, to be a comedian.
Yeah, well, just like Robin Williams. Robin Williams was awesome in movies that weren't comical. You know, it was like he did so good.
But that's what a lot of comedians have a dramatic slant to them.
And I think it's because a lot of them are
crazy,
are depressed, and yeah, a lot of them, their comedy comes from the darkest side of them. You know, so like Robin Williams. Robin Williams was very depressed.
Yeah.
You know, so he was able to tap into a lot of that emotion.
Until he couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how you can be that loved and famous and rich and still struggle. And nobody around you notices or can't help you, or I don't know.
Well, happiness is relative, right? So
yes.
So that's why people are, from the outside, are looking at your life and thinking, oh, how spectacular, and you're a miserable person on earth. So
yeah, I guess you have a point there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess you have a point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wrap
All right. Well, we're about to wind down now, Harry.
Yep.
Yeah, so Earl Bloodworth is coming out tomorrow at 10:15 to talk about something. He's got something going on.
You got a little something.
You got a little something going on. So I'll have him on for about a half hour.
All right. And
you tell me about it.
Today, like, you know, now every week is Tabissa.
Yes, Tabissa is on after me. Tabissa at 11 o'clock. Oh, yep. When is Betsy's show on? Does she have a set day? Because I saw her show yesterday. Was she on yesterday?
She was on yesterday. Actually, her show was great yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, she had a rabbi and I guess a priest, and
they walk into a bar.
I know that's a joke, right? And they were talking about religion from their point of view, and it was one of those conversations that I really like to get into.
Okay.
So yeah,
is she on every Monday, or is she just fit in where she get in?
She's not. She actually had to take a vacation day to do her show yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She might have one next Monday. But she's gonna be a spot person, you know, where I move all over the place depending on her schedule.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
So he has to take to do the show. So
yeah, because I saw it up, and I was like, "Is this a new show?" I was like, "How come I don't know when her show is on?" So y'all look out for Betsy Kim, who is does great work, and Tabisa right after me at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
So
and that's
I'll be tuning in as I drive across town to the paper.
Wait. You're delivering papers today?
No, I'm not delivering.
What?
No, I'm not delivering. No, I'm not delivering papers. And then my afternoon is free. I have one meeting this afternoon, and then the rest of my day is pretty free. Now tomorrow's a different day. Tomorrow I got a bunch of meetings, but today none, just one meeting, and then that's it. So oh, and Phil Brown always tags me when my show is on, because he plays music.
You're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
See you tomorrow, Harry.